Final 7. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm out of here.
George is right out the door.
What?
George is on the floor right next to his bed. Okay.
I mean, you know how things change here. Yeah, I mean, we were like that.
It's like theoretically, what you guys are suggesting sounds great. Everyone would love to see it. You know what I mean? But there's the trust factor has to be extremely high.
But the other thing too, James, is obviously now I'm in a position of being, I don't want to say desperation, but obviously you guys have the power. But I had a similar conversation with you before the HOH last week.
Right.
And I said, hey, I don't know how it's going to go, but I just want to let you know I've changed my agenda. You guys are fucking too powerful, too strong. I ended up liking you more than I thought, and I'm not coming after you guys. And I just want you to know whether I win or you win or somebody else wins. It just so happened you won. So, I mean, I put that out there honestly beforehand. And yeah, you could say, oh, well, that's a floater move. You did that in case we got it. That's
And I told these guys, I also told you if you want, you got to talk to everybody because I'm not like a representative
Yeah.
of the group.
And-
So
and-
no, we did have the conversation.
the thing
And
is,
myself, the other possible scenario guy, like I was co-HOH with Janelle. Allison was gunning, trying to get me to not agree with Janelle so that they could get Janelle out of the house. I worked to help keep Janelle here, for you guys, or whatever. I mean, as far as that goes, you have my word as a true player of this game, James, as you are. And that's why, if it went down to you and whatever in the end, I'm with you because the way that you respect the game as it is. That POV competition pissed me off too. As a true player of the game that I want to play the game, if I win HOH next week, I give you my word on anything. I'm putting up 2 floaters. In Big Brother 5, Diane and I were on that block for 9 hours together. I wanted to win that so bad because I was going to put up Will and Karen, and I was going to say no more floating in this house. I respect Diane because she stood on the block, she stood on that fucking box for 9 hours with me and played the game. And that's why I'm not nominating you right now, Diane. Even though we hate each other, you brought it. You two people don't even deserve to be in here because you're just clinging back and forth. And that is, I think you believe that's the way I feel about it. And I swear on everything.
I think Dr. Will's reputation precedes him in that, he lied to everyone. He's hard to trust.
Go around and be the person who, as Will's walking away, as you're walking out the door, and it's just like, sucker.
Of course. Of course.
And that's an image ingrained in everyone's head.
Of course. And that's harder for us to convince. But the other thing, too, is what you can take from that is, and I know you didn't really watch the season, but Hardy offered me a deal to fuck over Will and Shannon, and I just said, no, dude. I'm like, bring it. I'm not doing it. So, as much as my ass left week 4, and it's a miracle I'm even in here with you guys. So, and I'm running this year because Will is not. He doesn't want to be here. He's not even in this conversation. He left to go take a bath in the HOH room. I mean, every day I wake up and I spend hours begging him to stay here and play. He is not going to sequester. So if a fluke thing happens and a fluker wins HOH, how great will it be to fucking have Will here to fucking boot? Or him. That's 2 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm telling you guys, I think I'm going to be friends with you guys after the show, aside from the first 2 weeks where maybe I said some funny things.
What'd you say?
Seriously, just whatever. I said I was coming after you guys. I'm not going to fucking bullshit you. I was scared of you from the beginning.
At least I can respect the fact that you were standing out there on your soapbox saying I'm fucking coming after you.
I mean, you guys are fucking powerful. And I couldn't get these fucking sheeps together. So I said, I'm not going after those guys. There's no point.
That's just it. They won't, come to the other side or whatever because they want to come to our... if I win HOH, I've got Marcellas then. I've got Erika. I've got Danielle. I've got everything. And then all the others that's coming after you guys, and it's a whatever vote, That's why floaters suck in this game.
And that's why we all just came to the decision that we're going after floaters. And then if it has to be 4-on-2 or whatever, so be it. Then it's at least I played a full game. I didn't get sent out by somebody who's hid in a corner under their fucking covers and let you guys do all the dirty work. And I know, I hope the other 3 know that I did have this conversation with you before you won HOH.
Completely, I told them.
I did. It's easy to sit here now and be like, you have my word, and I feel this way, and I'm not coming after you. People with desperate play that way. I'm not going to play that way.
One thing you have to consider, I mean, obviously, we have to go talk about this.
Sure.
Is that you have to understand, will the votes be there?
Absolutely. We already got them.
It might be unanimous.
We've got
as long-
me, Boogie, Diane.
You'll have Danielle because Marcellas has already said he's coming after her.
There are very few sure things in this game. That is
bounce.
an absolute sure thing. If you guys are,
And then you guys are voting, so.
you have them right here. It's me and Jace and you three. It's done. It's 5 out of 9. And we're not getting swayed, and obviously you guys control the other 3. So I'm telling you, you won't regret it.
Aren't you sick of yourselves fucking kissing your
Well, I can
ass?
put up with anyone personally in this game because in the end I feel like I want to have the last fucking laugh. So,
You're going to have to go after him eventually,
Oh,
and
of
this is
course.
a week where you can take him out. I know you're friends with him, Janelle, but at some point you're going to have to go after him. It's 3 days with him nominated is a lot better than a week, and you don't come off looking that bad because you can say, look, this fucked up thing happened. Chicken George won the POV.
And this way, the other floaters in the house are going to have to commit to some level after they see this. It's going to shake them up.
And it won't even be difficult because he'll think he can beat Will.
We want him to think he can beat Will.
Because you can, I'm putting
well,
you,
I'm gonna fuck with him fucking emotionally also. Psychologically, putting him on the blocks can be bad enough.
but you could
let
just
alone telling
say,
him
I'm
to
putting
stay.
you up, you'll probably get the votes. I couldn't risk having those 2 guys stay and come after me.
No, I can't lie about why I'm putting someone up. I'd have to, pretty
Okay,
much.
that's up to you. I was just trying to
I
offer
told
a
Will I
suggestion.
put him up because he's the only person that wants to leave, and George I put him up because he's not playing the game, and he's gonna have to earn it, and he earned it.
Well, why don't we go talk about it?
Definitely.
All right, guys.
Hey, thanks for
See ya.
talking.
Thanks for
No problem.
listening.
Can I make a sandwich first?
Howie, tight watchdog, dog.
Thanks, bro.
Good job, Howie.
You're good for something.
You're feeding biscuits. Give him biscuits for a while. We sold that shit, dude. Used cars. We sold it. We sold it. They're definitely thinking about it. I think they believe us. God, and then next week, dude, we just... Oh my God. I honestly might even just put up 2 floaters next week. Just, they don't come after us right away.
And you know what, Jake? All about that respect of the game thing. That I threw that out there.
Smart. Fuck, we gotta make this happen. We've got to make this happen. I throw out the fucking veiled threat. I say it in a way like, well, you cut the tie and nobody's after you. Or you can sell it to Marcellas. Like, oh, I couldn't risk having those 2 guys come after me. AKA, 3 guys. You don't do this, dude. 2 of us are staying and fucking coming after you guys. Can you imagine if they send Will out the door and one of us wins HOH? I'll be like, fuck you.